Evelyn now Mpagi-Kaabule. I'm a member of the 9th Parliament of Uganda. I am an executive member of the African Parliamentarian Network on Development Evaluation, and I'm the chairperson of UpNord Ugandan chapter. I am delighted at least to be here to talk about evaluation, and especially with the African Parliament. And as you're well aware that development evaluation is a key factor in all the parliamentary activities. As you're aware, the main activities or the main roles of a member of parliament include legislation, it includes appropriation, which is budgeting, it includes representation, and of course the oversight role, which is to check whether delivery service or service delivery gets to the grassroots. And in this, Parliament works with various sectors. And in order for Parliament to be able, or for the parliamentarians to be able to be effective in their roles, we must use evidence-based information. You will not be able to carry out your oversight role without using the evidence captured from the evaluation results. That's why our mandate as members of Parliament revolves around evidence-based evaluation, which means that we have to work with the other sectors, we have to work with the technical people carrying out evaluation for them to, or for us to demand evaluation results to enable us carry out our activities. When we talk about the demand and use of evaluation to be strengthened for better influence of decision making, all the decisions we make in Parliament should be evidence-based. We don't simply come up with decisions out of the blues. When the monitoring and evaluation facilities in my country, for example, we have an M&E facility housed in the Office of the Prime Minister, which carries out and churns out evaluation results. We should be able to get involved as parliamentarians when the M&E facility is disseminating its results, because these are the results we are going to use in making decisions. These are the results we are going to use in budgeting, because you cannot budget out of the blues. We have to monitor the projects that have been prior budgeted for in a previous year in order for us to inform the following budget. When we are making legislation, some of the legislative pieces are shelved because they are not evidence-based. We need to legislate based on evidence out of evaluation results. The most important thing about evaluation is the SDGs, or Agenda 2030, which calls for no one left behind. This is an all-inclusive policy. And in order for us to be able to achieve this, we should carry out a 360-degree evaluation, because most of the evaluations that are conducted sometimes do not get to the end users, or do not get to where the services are delivered. So in order for us to achieve this, and as members of Parliament, we call for a 360-degree evaluation, where as members of Parliament we will demand whether the people we are serving down at the grassroots have received the services, what is the impact. And in order for us to be able to evaluate this or to make use of this, we should be able to work together with the M&E facilities. So in a nutshell, let's look at Parliament's demanding for evidence-based results or evaluations to inform our policy making. Let's look at engendering all parliaments in order for us to have equity in all the decisions that we make. Let's look at the future of evaluation in parliaments, where it's an all-inclusive kind of policy making. When we are making policies, especially in our parliaments, sometimes we do not consider gender. We should be able to consider engendering parliaments in order for us to have equity to have equitability, and to have equal opportunity for all the people that we serve. As the African Parliamentarian Network on Development Evaluation, we encourage all African countries to take up this agenda, because we set up UpNode in 2014 in Yaoundé to make parliaments be able to demand for evaluation results. So right now, as we meet in the annual general meeting, we do not have an all-inclusive network. We started with 7 countries in 2014. In our first annual general meeting, we had 15 countries. To date, we have about 17, 18, but we are calling upon all African parliamentarians or all African parliaments to get involved in the African Parliamentarian Network on Development Evaluation, for us to be able to work together and demand for evaluation results, and demand for working together with evaluators, because the evaluators' work will be useless without us people demanding for the results. So if we are to put this into perspective, we should be able to work together as the demand side and the supply side in order to have informed decision-making policies at our levels as members of parliament. And we call upon all speakers of the African parliaments to interest themselves in UpNode and to be able to send representatives and to take it up by forming national chapters for this network to be able to work.